Hi there. The Berlin fishing pole Noah's Ark trap is an absolutely wacky trappy line for black in the Spanish Berlin. It combines two trap themes, the fishing pole and the Noah's Ark trap. E4 and E5, knight F3, knight C6, and white plays the Spanish bishop B5. The Berlin defense is typified by an immediate knight F6 as opposed to playing the more common A6. And here white will most usually castle. And here black plays a ridiculously wacky avant-garde type move, knight G4. It can't be good, it has to be bad, and white is already seriously ahead. However, there's many complications that ensue. H3 hits the knight, and rather than retreat the knight, black can go for this fishing pole idea, which is H5, giving up the knight, because if pawn takes knight, pawn takes is going to open up the H file, and the queen's going to head for H4. White looks as if he might be getting mated. Going back, if white hadn't played H3, but had chosen rook E1, then we can see a nice line after bishop C5, which hits the pawn on F2. So that's going to be defended by D4. Knight takes on D4. Knight takes on D4. But black doesn't take the knight, rather plays queen H4. And if the knight then drops back to defend the mate threat on H2, then there's a mate on the other side with queen takes on F2, forcing the king into the corner. And queen G1 is going to lead to a smothered mate after rook takes the queen on G1 and knight F2. So that's a smothered mate if white would have chosen rook E1. So we were looking at this line H3, where black plays this fishing pole idea H5, and white could play here D3, probably the best move, but nothing really too wrong with knight C3. And here black throws another knight into the mix with knight D4. This is like a Blackburn shilling type of idea, and it can't be good for black. White must be seriously winning, but can go wrong. If knight takes on D4 and E takes on D4, the knight dropping back to E2, black plays A6, C6 looks more natural, but after A6 and bishop A4, now the black knight drops back to E5, and this is a point where white can go wrong. The capture of the pawn on D4 looks very natural indeed, but probably not best. After knight takes on D4, black's going to hit the knight with C5. The knight should run to F5 with around equality. If instead the knight goes back to F3, then black is already winning after knight takes F3. Because of queen takes F3, we're going to see this bishop on A4 has met his maker after B5. That's hitting the bishop. If the bishop drops back to B3, then C4 is like the Noah's Ark trap where pawns outrun a bishop and surround him. White can continue first maybe with E5, temporarily trying to make something happen along that diagonal, hitting the rook on A8, but after rook B8 and the bishop now runs to B3, C4 picks up the bishop and black is winning. So this has been the Berlin fishing pole Noah's Ark trap in the Spanish Berlin. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.